It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports.
We got this.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jackson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this down to the 10. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Turner from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And that hits off the left upright, and it carries away no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Love. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. On 2nd and a couple, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there. No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch the screen.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there. Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right? It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, Troy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the slack. Hey, high 7. Watching the guy. All right. Here we go. Let's shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Turner. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
First down, Chargers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Turner. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Turner now. Going to throw again. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Gordon on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's got it to Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Looking to throw. Turner. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Turner, off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a gain of 35. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with the defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And here's Turner, operating from the gun. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, that when they've tried.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
Back to throw. Turner. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
To throw is Turner from the gun on third down. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn them yet another first down.
Go! Everyone got 4 down. 52's the mark, boys, 52.
On first down, Gordon trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Turner to throw on second down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. Turner now from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Running to start the drive is Love. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Time to go, night. Check 37. Check 37. Check.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, lock it. 2 little cut. Undercut.
Operating from the gun. Turner going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Turner operating from the gun. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Badgley's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. And here's Turner off the play fake. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
Break this tie. On second down now. It's Love, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake. Turner going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You draw corker.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. To throw is Turner. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ochena Nwosu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Ricky. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Hey, Echo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Hunter Henry brings it in. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. All day, baby, all day. Kill. 66.
On 2nd down, Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
50.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, you.
Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55, hey, exit. 55. Let's go one more. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
Turner from the gun. He'll throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11.
52, 52. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
From the gun, Turner. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. He was brought down by Michael Davis. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Love. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They run the counter. Love. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a big one coming now for Giorgio Tavecchio. This for the lead in the final stages. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Haywood.
Back to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You get Rodney. Ready?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Turner now, throwing on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to...